Hello, 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 hello. Wherever you happen to be located on this jubilant planet we call Earth, I hope you're having a scintillating day, evening, or night, wherever you happen to be located. Wherever, like I said, today on my Blender channel, my topic is on those shader nodes. What I'm going to cover now is a topic in shader nodes, primarily making your own texture. I think that's the greatest advantage of those shader nodes. Not just using the textures, but making your own texture and then using Blender's default texture. So let me jump in to Blender right now. I'm going to get rid of Harold the Cube, hit X. I don't need him. And I think from what I'm seeing, like I said, I'm still new to nodes. But for the most part, when you're making your own, for a floor or whatever texture, more than likely you'll probably put it on a plane. The plane is the best example to illustrate how to use a node. So I did that. Let me go to click on shading. Good. I want to put it in top view. So I'm going to hit the tilde key. There's top. Now, before I get into it, I'm using my mouse. I don't have my fancy dancy styler. So I'm just going to write to you what I'm going to be doing. Let's hope I can do it neatly since I'm doing it by hand. I'm going to be making the, it's not writing nothing. Annotate. Got on annotate. Oh Lord, I'm going to get this. Annotate. Let me T up here. Click on annotate. It's right in here. Why not? It's right here. Okay, but I can use the top portion to illustrate what I'm going to do anyway. So let me hit Z. Alright, what I'm going to be using is the beloved. I can get rid of it down here. Let me get rid of this tool down here. I'm going to make the X squared plus Y squared. Usually we have it equal to 1, but I don't need it equal to 1 now. I think this is the fundamental formula which I've never seen. Whenever somebody talking about using those math nodes, in my mind, to get a person adjusted, a beginner, this should let the person know, yes, the math node does use math functions. I'm gonna write, and x squared plus y squared, the shape should give us a circle. Remember, I'm using my mouse, so my writing looks decrepit. But it's straight to work. So that's it. I don't need to do no more writing now. I'm gonna be using those math nodes to make me or us a circle. That will give you a starting idea of how to manipulate the math node. Then I'm going to add some other little doodads in there too. So let's jump right in. As you notice, if you've been dabbling with these texture nodes, when you make your own pattern, when you make a procedural pattern, what is it called? PDR, procedural, dynamic, something. The patterns, you use your own pattern. We always need, I gotta click on my little object. That's important. I give it a new one. And we got this. I'm gonna just grab these, drag them over to the left. It's best. I want to zoom in so you can see it. Zoom in. Maybe I'm some more. Alright, that's a big ring. Also, I think I never seen a bit in those YouTube tutorials that show their proficiencies. I never see the user minimize this. I wanna have more of the shader editor shown, so I'm gonna choose join. Click. There. I don't need this photo. I don't need these files up here, so I'm gonna right click here and let's join. Now I got what I need. The 3D view, and I have it on my texture view, and I need my shader, large. Alright, so I hope you can see everything now. Now I'm going to add the most common feature when you make your own texture. We always use texture coordinate, always. And after that, I can hook it up. So usually we use object. 90% of now it's deciding to write. I guess it's going right when I have a texture in here. Let me get my tool back. Get it back up in this mode. Alright, I want to hook it up to my object for noodle. I'll grab the noodle right there. Alright, so it always show that, so that it's working. It usually show that basic design. Black, green, yellow. Yeah, so it's working fine. Now I want to add separate. I forgot. I made a video. I just hit the Q key. I'm gonna keep bringing that up. I want to add in my converter. I want to separate X, Y, Z. You could use RGB, but it's good to use separate X, Y, Z, so I know exactly what I'm using. Okay, I did that. That's correct so far. I want to keep that open. I can move my texture over there so I can have more space. I'm just gonna move something. I don't need this because it's hooked by default. Minimize this. I gotta leave it right here. I can put it right on top of this. All I need this space right here. So, all right, good. So we should. I'm gonna zoom in one more clip. That. So now everybody should be able to see it more clearly. Now I added separate XYZ. Now I can start adding my nodes. I'm gonna choose add, converter, math. Okay, what happened to it? Add, converter, math. That. So we're taking care of X now. But you see, X is raised to the second. So I want to click here. And I want to choose the one called power. That. Now for my exponent, I want to put the 2 in there. There we go. There's my T. I can bring this up a little bit now. Or I can minimize it. We're taking care of X. I just hit my Q key again. For my quick shortcut, I made a video on that. My quick shortcut. Don't have to be hitting Shift A all the time. Hit Q. Hit Q. I'll go back to my converter, choose math. Bring it down here. I'm taking care of my Y portion now. So I can hit the T for this. I just now took care of some of my X. I raised that to the power. Now I just want to come down here and hook up my Y. Get the needle, hook up my Y. Raise that to the second power. Put my T. And Z. But it's not going to do nothing because you see the Y, the socket right here is not hooked up to anything. Now we see a plus symbol. I'll make sure I add it to the second power because I was doing so much talking. That's just to the second power. Now, our next part is to do the plus. I took care of X to the second, and I took care of Y to the second. See? I said this is a wonderful introduction video for the new user on how to use those nodes. Show them the math node and effect of something simple. Now I want to do add. I can just hit my Q key again. Q. Oops, I gotta go down into my node editor. Click add. Go back to converter. I want to hit my math node again. Hook it up. And it's already set for add. So we see right here, X is going up to power. Then X is coming down to the add. I want to do the same thing to the Y. Hook it up. There's my Y. But we don't see nothing. I wonder why. Now that I should be seeing something. X squared plus Y squared. Let me see that. I got that X in a second. That's in a second. I want to add one more thing. I want to add another converter. I want to add math. I'm going to choose less than or greater than. I'll set it to 0. Oh, I know what I did wrong, people. Oops, I hooked everything back up now. So, sorry about that. Sorry about that. I had to hook it back up to my principal shader. I discovered what I did wrong. So that's one. But this is still a good lesson to see what did we do wrong. I discovered what I did wrong. And when you can discover what you're doing wrong, you're basically on your way to understand how to use these nodes. You see right here it say power. Right here it say add. That's what I did wrong. I didn't make it a power. So I have to go to that. Where it say add at. Click on power. Now raise it to 2. And now we see this circle. Even though it's fuzzy, we see the circle. And I discovered this too. Like I said, now I guess I'm working on my second month working with these nodes. At first I used to try to discover the math heavily. But now I'm starting to learn, hey, if I got the basic shape, I don't need to worry about the math part anymore. I don't need to be trying to solve it and all that stuff. No. I got the basic shape. Now I can start doing other stuff just to refine it. And I learned that from watching videos, YouTube, other paid websites. This is how you do to make your circle look more crisp. And this is going to help you with everything. I go back to hit my Q key, go back to my converter. I want to add another math node. Hit my Q, go back to converter. I want to add another math node right here. This is going to make it look more like an actual circle, not a fuzzy circle. But the fuzzy circle was correct. You choose either greater than or less than. And there it is. I chose less than, but I want to get my circle to look black. So I just do the opposite, greater than. And there we go. See, we made a circle. But I'm going to add a little other stuff to it too to help you out. Understand these nodes. So I'd say, this is for a person to get used to using procedural textures, a new beginner, I will always advise them, can you make the math function x squared plus y squared? You don't have to make it equal to 1 because, watch this. If it's equal to 1, there it is. So, leaving threshold alone, threshold is like the equal sign. So remember, threshold for greater is the equal sign. I just mess with that and I change the size of it. Now I'm going to show you another feature that will help you to move your circle left to right or up and down. Now I need to put everything in front of my power nodes, my powers. I'm going to hit add, or I'm just going to hit quick. I need them, see, to move it, I need math again. Math got to move everything. Converter, we choose math. And you just leave it on add. When you see that, it moves. when I use the add, because you know X is left, and here's the X right here. Sorry about that. X goes left and right. Minus X and positive X. But it don't matter if it's negative or positive, as long as you move it left or right. So you see right here, it says value. There it is. See, now I move it left or right. Like I said, I don't need to worry about the computations, how I do it. I can't. The main thing I need the computations for is just my shape, that circle. That makes it move left and right. There. Putting it right in front of L of the. If you always put this add in front of everything, make it the first one, it will maybe you can move it left or right, up or down. I'm gonna do the next one for the I'm gonna hit my Q key again. You could duplicate this. Shift D, duplicate, bring the same add down. And that should take care of my my Y. You know, Y goes up and down. Here's my Y. Y is vertical. Minus Y. And here is positive Y. But that don't matter. All you care about, can I move it? There we go. Up and down for that. And left and right. And when I go back to the greater than part, I have to zoom out now. Where's greater than? Right here. I'll zoom back in. The greater than just enable you to choose the, you can say the radius of the circle. Watch. That's all the greater the value. They just choose your size down, see? And then add it when it's in front. Up, left and right. And up and down. And that's it. That's your basic start to manipulating them daggone textures. So, as I stated earlier, for a new user, the shading, the best way to use a math node is to see if you can make x squared plus y squared. And look, that's like most of them videos you see on YouTube or pay website. It's a bunch of nodes. How many math nodes did we use? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We use 7 nodes, simple nodes to make this. Making this will get you adjusted to the math nodes. The math nodes, you are actually inputting the math function. It doesn't care if it's fuzzy or shady looking, long as I see how it looks. Then after that, I use the greater than to make it go, to change the dimensions. Then after that, in the very front, I use add X, add Y to make it go up and down. Thank you for stopping by, Blender family. Thank you for stopping by. If you're a beginner, this exercise is for the big person beginning using nodes. What do the math nodes do? We've seen what the math nodes do, and we use it extensively. We use the math node at least 7 times. You know, on many of websites, like YouTube videos, they use a bunch of math nodes. We use 7 of them. So we ain't do nothing super infantile. Just throw one math node and made some. No, we use it professionally, but with a concept that we all was exposed to. We all know to make a circle, x squared plus y squared. So that's the crux of this assignment. When you want to use the math nodes and you're a beginner, type in math functions that you know. Don't type in the perimeter. Don't type in no area formulas. They just give you the inside or the outside of it. You have to type in the actual math formula to make that construct, and that's hard to find them actual math formulas that make an actual, well, to make some of them constructs. thank you for stopping by. As you see, dear Blender family, 3D family, I always keep striving for excellence. So don't stop. Push forward. Learn these nodes. I've been with Blender since version 2.76, and I never had no idea what the damn nodes was used for. I didn't put the compositor, and now we definitely see there is a vast difference between the shade editor and the compositor. The compositor does not have no math nodes in it, from what I know it don't. That's the key difference. You know, the math nodes will help you make your own textures. That's what it's for, to make your own. Keep moving forward, never give up and never stop. Until the next time, Blender family, peace.